Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, I appreciate you as always. Keep it simple. Like, comment, subscribe, share. On the road to 1K. I will get there by December 31st. So definitely keep sharing, subscribe, thumbs up if you like this video or any of my other videos. I appreciate it as always. I will just throw in there that I have some links that I'll put in the description box below that I need y'all to just be clicking on. Some discount codes for y'all for certain brands that I'll add in the description box below. Also, see the links, click the links, use the codes, get some money off your purchase, help your girl out. My hoodie is from All Them Shades. I don't know if you can see that right here. And on the sleeves, it says Black Girls Are Lit because we are. And I will, if they still have this in stock, I'll check the site. And if they do, I'll drop it in the description box below also. But it's a really warm hoodie. So I'm happy that I bought it. I forgot that I purchased this during quarantine because I did a lot of shopping during quarantine. But yeah, I love the sweatshirt. Also, if I sound different, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Tennessee, I go out, I'm loud because I'm talking over music with people. And then the next day, there's no voice. So yeah. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me as clearly as you usually do, but I didn't want to let this beat face go to waste. So here we are. It is also 2:41 in the morning while I'm recording this because I love y'all so much and I want to continue giving y'all content. So, I'm here. I'm doing what I need to do for you guys. Anyways, this one isn't a story, but I wanted to talk about Married at First Sight. I don't know if you guys watch that on, I think it's TLC, or I could be wrong, or WeTV. No, it's not WeTV. I don't know. Let me double check. Lifetime? It's on Lifetime. I have the couples on my screen because there's a few of them. Two of the couples, I never remember the names. I think I'm not enjoying their story as much as the other ones. So I just have it up so I could refer back to their names. But I've been watching Married at First Sight. It's my first time watching this season. My first time watching the show in general, but it's something I've been watching with my mom, my sister. Cute little bonding time during quarantine since we are still in quarantine. I just wanted to talk about some of the couples, one couple in particular. If you watch the show and you're a fan of the show and this season, Miles and Karen. They stress me out because I see the potential of them being a couple and it could work out so well. But, oh my gosh, before I even get into them and dive into them, the other couples. So Brett and Olivia and then Christina and Henry, I feel like they need to swap. Remember the show Wife Swap? I feel like that's what they should have did. I don't think they matched them properly. I felt like Brett and Christina would be a better fit. And then Henry and Olivia would be a better fit. But, what's done is done. They're married. Bennett and Amelia, I've never seen two people so perfect for each other. It's scary how well they were able to match these two up. I really want y'all to watch the show because I don't want to go too much into detail about Bennett and Amelia or any of the other couples besides Miles and Karen. Woody and Amani, I love them. I really hope they last. I've been trying to find spoilers to find out if they last because I truly just enjoy them. They're just working so well together. They have their moments and their little arguments and disagreements, but for the most part, I really think that the therapist, the doctors just made it work with them. They really did a great job. Anyways, Miles and Karen. Karen, so help me God. I want to be her friend so I can tell her. I don't even know what I would tell her. So just a backstory on the show, Married at First Sight. It's literally doctors, therapists, whatever they are, relationship experts. They match up people. And the first time these two people meet is at the altar when they're getting married. So they don't know what they look like. They have no idea anything about them. I think they know their name, but I'm not too sure about that because I actually think I missed the first episode of the matching up. I've seen a few, but I think I missed the first couple episodes. But anyway, so Miles and Karen got matched up. They met each other at the altar. They had to write vows. And it's I'm sure it's pretty awkward to write vows for people you don't know. But I just feel like as time is progressing, Karen's not moving. And Miles, it's like, I can't even say it's the tortoise and the hare, where Karen is the tortoise and Miles is the hare, because he's not even trying to move that fast. He's legit trying to move at her pace, but there is no pace. Sis, it ain't moving. She's stagnant. Like, it's, I don't want to kiss him. Like, to me, personally, I feel like you can like somebody. I don't know if y'all hear these sirens. As we wait. Anyways, so wow, I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, Karen is like, she's just not doing anything. So for me, caught it. Now I know what I was gonna say. So for me, when it comes to like, you could like someone, you could talk to them, but I feel like a kiss can really solidify if you feel like this is going to continue, or we might stop it right here. For me per se, yes, you can have the emotional connection with someone and the mental stimulation, but you do need the physical stimulation. We're not robots. We need it. So when she wasn't like trying to kiss him, I said, girl, how are you supposed to know if you interested physically? Because on paper, when I tell you, like, Karen can pass Miles to me, because watching the show, I feel like he is such a great guy. Like, he's like that teddy bear that you want to cuddle up with, and he just wants to be there for his significant other, but Karen is not letting him in. Oh my gosh. So back to what I was saying with the kiss. Y'all remember when Darnell and Maya from Girlfriends? So remember how Maya was like emotionally cheating, if that's what we want to call that, emotionally cheating on Darnell with Stan? And I feel like Maya made it so hot, and I guess this was also a thing back in the day that even now it's still a iffy topic with platonic friends of the opposite sex, where people sometimes can't believe that you can be friends with the opposite sex and there's nothing else about it. You guys are literally just friends. Like, there's no, not to say you guys don't find each other necessarily attractive. Like, oh yeah, that's a good looking man, but he's my friend. Or that's a good looking woman, but she's my friend. Back in the day, that wasn't really it was always questionable. Like, oh, you guys are just friends? Like, yeah. So Maya herself made it hot, because it was just like, oh, I'm not gonna tell Darnell about, I'm going to lunch with Stan. Like, I mean, one, she didn't have to, because like, it's lunch. But it was the sneaking around and her like, oh, if Darnell asks, if he call you, I'm with you, Lynn, or I'm with you, Joan, or I'm with you, Tony. And it's just like, girl. But anyway, y'all remember when she was emotionally cheating and then she kissed Stan and she realized, oh no, this ain't it? I feel like that's the light bulb Karen needed from the beginning. Like, kiss Miles, see if you like him. You don't, go. Y'all can get this annulled. Y'all can decide that, you know what, this ain't it. But she's trying to stick it out, and this is gonna go back to my last video with like preferences. Like, she's allowed to have preferences. Like, she didn't want someone younger than her, but they did give her someone younger than her. And I felt like she took the things that she didn't want and she just kept that harboring over, that he's a good looking man in my opinion. The younger thing, I don't think that's such a big deal, but if that's what you're so stern on, it is what it is. But you went on a show knowing that your preferences were not possibly going to be taken into consideration, and you still signed up for the show. The show is called Married at First Sight. This isn't season 1, this is season 11, sis. So what were you expecting? I'm a little confused. Or like, she got offended when Miles wrote like, have sex with my wife on the calendar on the fridge, and she ended up going back to her apartment because they live together. Obviously, show reasons, they live together to see how they work cohabitating. She went back to her apartment and spent the night there, so she left Miles alone. Well, damn, because he wrote have sex on the calendar? He likes you, he's attracted to you. Like, you should take that as a compliment. Now, I'm not saying to jump into bed with him if you don't feel comfortable. Cool, but you gotta give him something. Like, you know how they say, oh, you give a guy an inch and he takes a mile. Like, sis is not even giving millimeters, and he's not even trying to take an inch. So help him out, Karen, help him out, because he's really trying here. It'll be like the craziest things that she's just so not into, or she's not affectionate. Hey, not everybody is. I'm not the biggest affectionate person either. But you gotta work with Miles, okay? Because honestly, y'all can get this annulment tomorrow and again, send him my way. Because the thing is, I will say with Miles, so yes, Karen, she's at fault a lot because she's just not trying, in my opinion. And I just think it's at a point now where it's just like, let the man be free because you're not trying. But Miles too, I want him to understand that he's trying so hard to be the perfect man for her that I think he's gonna lose himself. And it's like, you want her to be happy, you want her to feel good about herself, you want to make her feel comfortable, you want to make her feel safe, which is great. But like, Miles, what do you want? What do you need in the relationship? Because if you're not gonna get them and you're gonna sit there and just only focus on her needs, you're gonna realize you're not getting what you want and end up leaving her or cheating on her, because you're gonna want to get your needs fulfilled somewhere else. So Miles, you're a grown man, but you're still younger, and I'm not even saying that in the sense of comparing his age to me, because we're around the same age. I think he's 26 and I'm 27. So I'm not even talking about just age, but just, I guess, compared to her. I don't even think there's a big age gap between them either, but he needs to really be on some like, all right, this is what I need from a relationship, and if I can't get it, then this may not work. Because he's just gonna allow her to step all over him, and I don't like that for him, because he really is a good guy. So Karen, I just want you to be a little more open-minded. I don't know how many episodes are left of the season. I hope they figure it out. There's a new episode coming out that I need to watch that it seems like, I don't even know. They were talking to the therapist, like each of them separately, and it didn't sound like it was going well. Granted, editing purposes for shows to get you hyped up, they could have really chopped and screwed that up. Ooh, T-Pain, chopped and screwed. That's my song. Sorry, music always finds its way back. But yeah, so the way, editing works with television, they make certain things look like it went with this scene, but it actually didn't. Is just to get us excited. So who knows, maybe they had a good session with the therapist, but she was crying, he looked upset, and I'm like, this don't look good. This don't look good at all. Like, Karen seems like she's a self-sabotager, and I don't like that for her. Like, she reminds me of Joan from Girlfriends. I'm still binging Girlfriends, y'all. I didn't get to the end yet, but I'm like season 4, and Karen reminds me of Joan. Like, she self-sabotages, and we've all been hurt. So like, she says that, I've been hurt before, I'm afraid to open up. And I'm not saying that we haven't been hurt and that's not a fear, but you went on a show called Married at First Sight. What did you expect? I don't know. Like, I think every time I think about Karen and what she does, I go back to the show title and what the show is about, and how we're on season 11, and how sis is just, I don't know. It's kind of like, ma'am, did you watch the show before signing up? I don't think you did. But she's self-sabotaging this marriage. And I don't like that for her. I don't think it's fair to Miles. Like, I really wish she would just say, hey, I'm just not that into you. To Miles, just say, I'm just not that into you, and I don't think I will. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, all right, so I guess we gotta, you're gonna break his heart. Because, he came into the show like, I want to get married. Like, I'm ready for a wife. I'm ready, to start that chapter with someone new. And, you kind of broke his little heart, but rather you do that now than try to stick it out and then hurt it later down the line, when he could have been still living his best life in his prime years, instead of you trying to stick it out and it's really not working because you're not interested in him. It's a simple, I don't really like you in that way. You're a great person, but relationship wise, you're just not for me. Boom, finish, finito. Y'all can get off the show. That's it. Because she really, I wish y'all could just watch some episodes, because baby, she really stresses me out. So there's a scene where Miles, Karen, Woody, and Amani go on like a double date. Now, Woody and Miles are actually like pretty much best friends. So they went on a show together, which I think is so cute. Two black guys interested in, you know, getting married. They ready to commit, settle down. You know, you don't hear that too often with men. Men say they be ready to commit and they're lying to themselves. But that's another story for another day. So they go on a double date, and Miles, I can tell literally from that scene alone, you can tell Miles' love language is words of affirmations. He loves to be told things like that will make him feel good. So he's describing it to Woody and Amani. He's like, oh, so you know, I told Karen like she looks really good today. And her response is like, oh, do I? And it's just like, girl, you could have just said thank you. You could have. Every now and then it's like cute. Like, really? You think so? You know, being cute, but then you gotta like play it off so that he knows like, all right, this is being playful, but I'm also appreciative of the compliment. And then he was like how, yeah, you know, I had just finished working out, got out the shower, you know, I'm all glistening and whatnot. And I come out the shower and she doesn't say anything. And then we have a therapy session and they ask her like, oh, do you find Miles attractive? And she says, yes, I find him very attractive. And he's like, really? I didn't know that. It's like, girl, when it comes to a man's looks, you gotta feed an ego. Now, I'm not saying feed an ego for other situations, because like if he's not doing right in other aspects, you know, we not feeding the ego. We not making him feel better about certain things he's lacking. But looks, if you're attracted to your man, it's okay. It's nice to tell him he looks good. You shouldn't stop. Just like you wouldn't want him to stop telling you you look beautiful, right? So I don't know. Like Karen is just really confusing me. Most of the time I want to fight her. I really don't think they're going to make it. And it'll be a little sad for me just because I just be wanting to see the black couples survive. You know, I love seeing black love. And I would love them to survive, but I don't think that's happening. Anyways, I advise y'all to watch the show. I appreciate y'all sitting with me talking about my, like, I guess, mini review of the show. Just this episode, though, I don't know if I'm going to keep this going, especially because I think the season's almost done. So I would be so behind schedule if I was trying to do, like, a review for every episode. But maybe that'll be something I do with another show coming out. I don't know what show specifically, but maybe, like, a dating show. I could probably do, like, a review every week. That'll give me something to talk about. But overall, I hope y'all go tune in. Y'all can go catch up. We ain't got nothing to do. It's getting cold. Outdoor dining is about to be a dub. They're probably gonna dub indoor dining too. Schools are about to close again in certain neighborhoods, and I'm sure by the time this video comes out, all schools will be closing back to remote. So, you know, it's just a big mess. It's a big mess. So binge the show because we ain't got nothing better else to do. As always, I appreciate y'all. Oh, and let me tell y'all. So remember how in one of my videos where I mentioned how much I love this exfoliating body wash by Glytone? So remember I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit them up to see, like, and let them know how much I love their products and how I would love more products. Y'all, hold on, because this, can you see it? They sent it to me. They sent me the body wash and the lotion and the enhanced brightening serum, which I haven't used the lotion on the brightening serum because I have another lotion that I use that I told y'all about, and the brightening serum I'm already using a brightening serum, so I don't want to add nothing new right now to any type of skincare. But shout outs to them for sending me the products. I appreciate them. Again, you guys are appreciated, and see you guys soon. Bye.